Good evening, and we are live. Good evening, this is Stephanie. This is your girl Stephanie tuning in. Hello, UT, and hello, TT. We're going to get started here. We're going to get started a little bit just to let you know who I am. My name is Steph. Well, actually, you can call me Stephanie, and I am I'm on here. I have been live on the UT or the TT in a while, TikTok or YouTube. So I am new and getting back into the habit of things and coming on here live. But just experiencing and just learning a little bit and just tell you a brief who I am. My name is Stephanie, and I am a full-time entrepreneur. I am in a digital marketing space. I'm also a crafter, a creator, and I just want to get on here and share a couple of things that we are doing and where I actually am right now and building um, a wealth legacy in spite of everything that's going on around us. I'm um, showing up here out of North Carolina, and I am a mom of two adult children. There, and I'm also a what you call it, a nester, or a mom over 50, and I'm an empty nester. So I my thing is to help or share what I've been dealing with and what I've been going through with wealth, and just giving some information on how and where you can go, and if you're interested, where you can get find out how to build digital wealth as well as automate your own business, stuff like that. It's a lot going on out here, and a lot of things are now around centered around the AI world. So it's kind of very intimidating to some people. And for me, I have actually been in the healthcare field for over 30 years, even though I was in the era where we switched from paper, doing everything on paper, to actually going on to the computers and learning more of technology on the computers. So I kind of had a little hand in learning how to work on computers and what to do and how to do it. So for me, it was a challenge, because I think I was in my over in my 40s, really 30, 40s, because when everything switched over from paper, it all went to computers. You had to learn the system, get in there, understand it better. So now we're here at the tech world, and we are actually, a lot of the businesses are actually going to technology. So if you've been watching on the news and watching everything that's been going on, a lot of tech companies have been being built, and things have been going on in the technology space. So a lot of things like businesses are actually going digital. So if you want to learn how to do that and you feel like it's intimidating, I'm your go-to person. I can show you where and point you in the right direction and get you where you need to be going, because in these streets, Why is that doing it? In these streets, you have to know something about the computer. And some people are actually scared of the computer or they don't want to learn how to use it. But you use your phone, you're watching this video, you're on here on screen. So, and I know you scroll because I do it. So I get lost in scrolling. And sometimes it's not all that great to get lost in scrolling because you're supposed to be doing other things in your business. So if you're not an entrepreneur and you're thinking about doing it and you want to find out how can you get something automated in your business so you can do it on a continuously and gain more into your business, I can show you. We'll be going live on the UT, which is YouTube. I'll be going on there on some days and showing you how and what to do and how to get started, where you can get started if you want to check out my bio. And I have a link in my bio that pretty much there's a program in there, and it gives you can get um, a free download, free information or playbook that walks you step by step, the 7 steps that it takes in order to start a business and what you have to do, and those little things that instead of working at 9 to 5 or at 7 to 7, for me, I been wanting to leave the 7 to 7 for a long time. If you probably will watch a couple of my other videos down below or scrolling through, you will see how I was talking about the 7 to 7 or 9 to 5 thing. And for that, I mean, that's fine for some people, and some people are actually working 2 and 3 jobs. For me, right before COVID hit in 2020, before I got sick and before COVID hit, I was working 2 and 1/2 jobs. But right after COVID, um, I decided I could not work 2 jobs anymore because of health issues and because things that were going on and I was dealing with. So I had to stop that extra job. So in order for me to start having extra income, I said that I had to do something else. I cannot just live off one income. And then I learned about having multiple streams of income coming in. And one of those things is having a digital business, a side hustle, if someone wants to call it that. But there are so many different ways to learn and to earn on your own time and make money while you're doing it. And there's so many things that people are actually waiting to hear from you to find out what is out there, what interest others are in, so that you can help them. So that's a way to get it. And by streaming, I'm also working, learning how to stream online to make money. So there's so many things out here in this digital space. A lot of AI tech tools that they have is like a lot of them. A lot of them. I'm always learning something new on a weekly basis to find out what I have to do in order to go to the next level. So if you want to get the blueprint, check out my bio and you will find the 7 step blueprint in there to get started. Or if you have any questions and you would like to know more of how to start your digital legacy, just let me know. And also, if you want to join our newsletter, um, Vintage Wealth Society, that's kicking off this month as well. Just a pretty much a free Facebook group that actually will just encourage. Is a lot of encouragement in there. Pretty much, you're being encouraged. You're being with finding other people in your niche or in your like-minded way that you want to communicate with other people. Because all the time when you're at your job, you're not going to always communicate with the same people. Everybody doesn't have your vibe. Everybody does not click like other people click with you. So, therefore, um, you want to be in a community that gets what you're trying to do, that wants to encourage you and not discourage you from either if it's as an entrepreneur or just starting your own business and having something to call your own. That's pretty much why I got into it as well. I wanted something that I could call my own and be able to say, okay, this is for me. This is where I want to be. This is the space that I like. I enjoy working for myself. I enjoy being my own boss. I enjoy don't have to worry about the coworkers get butting into your business when you don't, have anything nice to say. So those are the things that I enjoy. I enjoy being, so I do like people. I do enjoy people. I've been a teacher. I was a teacher assistant for 6 years, a school bus driver for 8 years, in the nursing field for over 30 years. So I like people. That's always been my thing. But to have something to call my own and say, this is my business, this is what I'm building for my legacy, that's the thing. So pretty much that's what, in a nutshell, we're how we're what we're bringing forth in our Vintage Wealth Society. And just pretty much I wanted to just come on here and share you a little bit about who I am and what I do and why I do it. Because my my heart is, and I told you about the title Vintage Wealth, because I'm in the stage of my life where I know that I'm in the not ready to retire age, so I can't withdraw retirement. So I'm at this era in my life where I know I want something better for me, and I want to be able to go on vacations every 2 or 3 months when I want to, and not have to worry about asking a supervisor or having time off. Uh, all those things, come with the price. And also, even though what's going on with the economy right now, no, you don't know what's going to happen in the next couple of months with a lot of things that's going on. But who knows? Things change. And with great prayer and, determination and resilience, you never know what's going to be out there for you to pursue your dreams, to pursue your entrepreneurship, to pursue your legacy so you can build on it and show your children or your grandchildren or your godchildren or your nieces and nephews. And I have a lot of nephews. So I want them to see what I'm doing and show them the ropes so they know how to build their digital wealth, their legacies. And I have 3 nephews that actually have, well, 2 nephews and a niece that have children now. So I can teach them and show them how to leave a legacy, not just getting up, working a job, and hoping that your 401k is going to be there. Because we all know that no telling what's going to happen in the next year or so. So we have to build beyond a 401k. We have to build beyond a our children's future, because if we don't build it now, while we're still able to, while we're still physically, mentally, and able to get up and do, when are we going to do it? And I'm telling you, it's not going to just take it may not happen overnight. It's going to take some time. So if you have some time in your free time and you're strolling on these media streets and trying to figure out what people doing, and on a nosy book trying to figure out what people are doing, and you're not getting to the bag yourself, then you're hurting yourself. but you don't have to listen to all that. But I'm just here to share what I'm working with and what I'm going through as a empty nester and as a in between not ready to retire age. So I want more for my future, and I want to be able to be in a position to, and plus my mom is getting older, and family in life be life, and like things happen, and sometimes you put in perspective, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to achieve, but sometimes other things happen in the process of that. Thanks for the love, I appreciate you. But yeah, you have to understand and realize that it's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. It's not going to be handed to you. And sometimes our children think that, even though they may not have had everything they wanted in life, but I've always instilled in them that the world does not love you. And if you don't get your behind up and do and get what you want, you're not going to get it. Nobody else is not going to hand it to you. So you have to get up here and you got to get out. Regardless if you want to get on a live camera and talk to people, or if you want to do things with your hands, or be use your talents to make room for you, use your gifts to make room for you. Each and every day I instill that. I've always instilled it into my children that you have to find out who you are, because the world can chew you up and spit you out and don't even care. And there's not going to be not a soul around left that you can talk to or go to. But we all know it's one that we can go to, and he's above. But while you're here on this earth, you got to do something to be prosperous and to keep going and to keep moving. So this digital bag is it's really, really making a lot of people have extra income to do little, some things, or multiple things that they've never ever done. I know COVID had kept us down for a while, so we was able to save money and put back. And now we're possibly, could be, not saying that we are, but it's possible that we could be in a recession. But I've been told that in a recession, millionaires are made. So you never know what you can do until you start doing it, until you find out what the playbook, what's in the playbook. So that's what I'm on here. My name is Stephanie, and I'm on here just sharing a little bit about how to get to the digital bag by going to my bio. Or if you don't feel like strolling and going to the bio, you will, if you're interested and you just want to say, I'm ready for the next step in my life. I'm ready to work on my legacy. I'm ready to work on my business, or start my business, or work on a business plan. Those are the type of things that we learn in the Vintage Wealth Society as well. And we learn how to be accountable for our actions. Accountable for when you're on a job, we have a supervisor, we have a manager, and they held us accountable for whatever we do in our job. But in your business, I've been learning, even though I've been in the business a couple of years now, but I'm learning to be accountable for my actions, because nobody can be accountable, because nobody but me, because I'm the person that's running my business, right? So you have to be accountable. I was through the course of the years that I've worked, over the 30, 40 years I've been working on a job, I've never had people to really come up to me. But one particular time, somebody wanted me to come to the office, and they asked me, well, we heard that you're not approachable. I said, excuse me? And I agree. When I come in, when I was growing up, I was taught that when you come into a room, you speak. When you come into a room, you're making yourself knowledgeable, right? And you're acknowledging the other person that you're greeting. But I've never ever heard that I wasn't approachable. I come in with a smile, and a greeting, but for some reason they just didn't like me. I said, that's okay. That's okay. Because this too shall pass. And it did. It did. And that's what I like about being um, in business for myself, because that way I can, people can either find me, talk to me, and do business with me, or if my business is not for them, they can go on past. But sometimes you're at a standstill when you're on a job, and you can only do but so much, and they're not even going to pay you what you're worth. Only you could pay yourself what you're worth. And that's where entrepreneurship comes in. That's where um, learning digital products come in, because when you learn these skills, nobody. And that's another thing. When you go to school, you get an education, and you have to go to orientation. You find out how to do the job or whatever, and you learn. So you learn skills. Well, in your business, you able to go in and learn things, even though that you might not know how to do it, but you learn it, and then you repeatedly do it, and it becomes repetitively. Then you picked up another skill, and that's one thing that nobody, I don't care anybody on this world, in this earth, you cannot a skill cannot be taken away from you. Your education cannot be taken away from you. Somebody might can cut off a finger or cut off a foot, but they can't take the word from you. They can't take your education from you, and they can't take your skills from you. So you better use them while you can, because who's to say what may happen tomorrow? What you think may happen, well, if you can take care of what you can do today, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. But you can start somewhere and start getting the, ball rolling. Thank you. Thanks for the love. Appreciate it. But I just want to get on here and share that a little bit. Like I said, I'm getting back on the scene, getting back in tune with things, because I have been dealing with some health issues and stuff, and just trying to get myself back on track, back together with the Lord's help. So I'm just getting back on this thing, getting active, because being active is attractive. And if you are being an entrepreneur, and I'm also a content creator, because I'm on here making content. You might see my flyers that pop up here and there. So I'm learning different ways how to make myself presentable and um, knowledgeable as well. And just looking, researching things, finding out more about who I am. Because every day you always going to find out something about yourself. You be like, dang, I didn't even know that was there. Or sometimes you're going to find yourself where you're going to learn something new about somebody else. Or you're going to find something new to just take in and be able to run with it. So those to me are very important aspects in life and living. And knowing that you left something for your children, or your nieces, or your nephews, or maybe your cousin. I'm just saying, for somebody. And they can say, well, Stephanie was here, and this is what she left. She left a legacy. She left a business behind, or for her children to take upon that, or either find other ways to use that business. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I'm learning. The entrepreneurial journey to living a better life. a more productive life and a more meaningful life, because I know there's somebody out there that's around my age that doesn't understand all that it is to become an entrepreneur or to run a business, but want to learn the digital space, the digital world, how to make digital products, how to use digital products to become your real estate, and where you can continuously earn money in your sleep. That's the kind of money I like. And right now the stock market is down, down, down. Like all the stock markets are down, going crazy right now. Who knows what the stock market's gonna be doing tomorrow? But with digital products, you know they're gonna be out there, and there's real estate, and it's running 24/7. Okay? So with learning how to do digital marketing, that's what it is. Pretty much digital marketing is digital real estate. Um, Learning how to work the computer, maneuver on the different platforms, to find your niche, to find who you're talking to find who you want to talk to. Out of all the people, I was asked this question in upon this entrepreneurship journey. Who is the one person that you would want to talk to every day? Who is that person that really gets your gets you? Who is that person that understands you? Who is that person that really rocks with what you're saying? No, they may not like what you have on, but really gets you. Sometimes you need to be amongst somebody that really gets you, so that you can grow together, because you might be able to help that person out, and that person may be able to help you out a little bit. So that's how you find who to talk to, how to create your digital real estate for, how to create your community. And again, the title of my community is Vintage Wealth Society, because we're vintage. I'm vintage. Okay, I've been around here for a little bit, almost half a century. So I'm vintage, and I'm learning how to make wealth on a daily basis, not just weekly, but every day. I find something in some way to make some coins and put them in the bank, put them in my pocket, or take a little treat to go get some ice cream maybe, or just give it to my children, or put it in their accounts so they can have something to fall back on. So those things to me are very important, very dear. This is why I'm on here. This is why I became I think January, I became a full-time entrepreneur. Whoop, whoop. And I just, got myself out here in these streets. And really, to tell you the truth, I'm currently unemployable. So I like to say that, and I appreciate that, because at first I could not take it in, but it took a couple of other people to point that out to me. I'm unemployable now because I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm doing what it takes to run a business, to push forth the effort to um, make things work for me and my family and leave a legacy. So if anybody have any questions, you can leave a message down below or reply to this video. If you see it in YouTube land or here on TikTok, if you have any questions or want to know more about what we do and how we go about creating our digital products and what platforms to use, how to just start out by knowing who I'm going to talk to. All that stuff is answered in the 7 step playbook, or what you would call a blueprint. It's all there to help you step by step, and in step by step videos of what to do, what to go next from point A to point B. So those things are initiative, or you know, to get the ball rolling, to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. You can't always just depend on one source of income. Like I said, it's been 4 or 5 years now since I've only worked one job, and now like I said, I'm full time in my business. So you know, you gotta start somewhere. You gotta start. Yeah. Anyway, I um I appreciate your hanging out with me, and I appreciate what you're doing. And until next time, peace out, and I'll be back up here soon. Thank y'all so much.